We do need to figure out some way to get the audio to also work. That would
I
be.
feel like we should at some point fully revamp the setup.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And like
that's
maybe
for
just
sure.
like I feel like there's a way that we could do something on like Google Hangouts or something, or we can like maybe
Yeah,
both
yeah.
interact with the screen somehow. I don't know. I'm sure there's shit we could do, right?
You could just team view me if you want.
Yeah, I mean I don't really want to click on anything, but I just
No, I'm kidding. We're not gonna do it via team viewer. That
yeah,
shit
I know,
sucks.
I know, I know. Yeah. Oh, really, dude? You know, we're whipping out the fucking 2011 tech.
Yeah. When you,
Honestly, TeamViewer actually wasn't that bad. I used TeamViewer a few years ago,
I
to
mean,
like
for what
remote
it
into my
was, they're still
laptop.
in business. They were like the sponsor for, I think, Manchester United's jersey or somebody like that a couple of years ago, or maybe even
Oh,
actively.
good for them, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm probably spent all their cash reserves on that. I don't. I mean, I guess maybe it's for like some kind of like business applications. Maybe they use it for like help desk shit.
It works good as like a remote. Like honestly, like I used it the free version probably like 2 years ago to remote into my laptop because I didn't want to like I was doing something on my computer and my laptop at the same time, and I didn't want to like touch like I wanted to move my laptop shit, but not actually fucking fuck with
Easy.
the thing, and it was good. It was good.
What episode are we on? 4.
Um, yeah, four.
All right.
Let's see.
Well,
Let me make sure.
welcome to
Did it
episode
start?
4.
Oh yeah, four. Here we go, dude. Lit, dude, just right into it. I love that shit.
um,
Yeah. So you know what's really interesting?
the fact that the
We,
queen died like 20 minutes ago.
I mean, that was like 8 hours ago, bro. Come on, have some
Well, whatever.
respect. Put some respect on her death
I'm just
minute.
seeing that there's 58,000 people watching the breaking news that she's dead.
Yeah, like, all right. I mean, like, I don't care. I gotta be like, all right. Can we get
Yeah,
the
you're
City of
American.
London rain walk? Can we get that? That's a way too. We need that,
Where's
dude.
that?
Come on.
Oh yeah, here we go.
That's
Oh,
perfect,
it's the
bro. It's like they
Watched
know.
Walker, dude. We're back to our roots
Yeah,
with the Watched Walker.
yeah. Here, put this one on mute though. Remember that one. We got to
Yeah, I
get
forgot.
Ryan's suggestion there.
Yep.
Yeah, there we
There
go.
we
You're
go.
welcome, Ryan. Shout out. This is perfect. I mean, we got a
Oh,
solemn London.
hey, yo,
Whoa, yo,
whoa,
turn the CC
whoa! What the
off.
hell do you
Relax,
think you're
Mr.
doing,
Walker.
guy?
Jesus Christ, ruining the
I was,
immersion.
yeah, for real. I'm in VR here. We got subtitles.
This is beautiful though, man. Look at all this rain,
Oh, now
all
you
these
like
people.
London. Now you like
Look at
rainy
all this
London.
rain and these people. It's
In
incredible.
episode 1, when I was like, "Oh, this is really cool. It looks cosmopolitan," I feel like you kind
That
of
was
wrote me
episode
off a little
two.
bit.
That was
Episode 2.
episode two. I
Oh
just
yeah,
said it
episode
could
1
be.
we just have shit.
I just said it like could be New York. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
This could
this
also
could
be
be
New
like
York.
this could literally be New York right here,
Apart from the
bro.
fact that they're driving on the wrong side of the street.
Sure. Yeah. I just mean like if you just took that snapshot and you were
Yeah.
just like, whoa, shit, pause it. My people. Oh, I actually don't want to dox myself. Never mind. Keep going.
um so you were saying that you don't care that the queen died? The thing,
That's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's just like she's old, and that's what old people do.
yeah.
They die. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
I
like
feel like I wasn't really relating to it earlier in the day, but I guess it would be like I feel like the fact that it's been 70 years kind of adds some gravitas to it.
for sure. I mean, it's impactful, and I get it, especially like for people who actually. And we talked about this a little bit earlier. Like people who actually care about the monarchy stuff. Like, should they keep the monarchy in England? Yada yada, whatever. For whatever conversation that is, which I'm not equipped to have. Um, super important, I guess. But just in terms of just like it being like she was 96, dude. Like that's what 96-year-olds do, man. Most of them are, dead.
You know
So
what's weird to me, and maybe it's just because like I mean, well, we haven't experienced anything like that in our time, but the whole country is like shut down. Like I saw some headline that was like, yeah, like all sporting events, all like festivals, every like event, like most like businesses, everything is going to be closed for an extended period of mourning. And it's like I was
yeah,
trying to
it's
think
like
like
Kim
would
Jong
we
Un.
do
Kim
that
Jong
for a
Il died.
president
Oh, definitely
if a
not.
president got.
Presidents have died, and we're since we've
Yeah,
been
but I
alive.
mean, well, okay, so like let's say like I mean Kennedy's the most recent one, right? I mean,
What?
got to
Oh,
be
you mean
right. Yeah,
assassinated?
yeah. Who
Oh,
have
I meant
died
just
in
like people straight
office.
up died. Oh,
Well, because
died
I
in
mean, like,
office.
I guess like the queen never leaves office, right? Like, so it's
Yeah.
like in theory, it would be like an active president dying is kind of like the closest equivalent we could get to.
Yeah.
Like, what would we do? I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't. I
I
mean,
mean, we
maybe.
wouldn't shut shit down. I
Do
don't
you,
think.
I was thinking about it. That was my gut reaction to it first, and then I started thinking about it. I was
Depends
like,
on how well
you
liked
know
they
what, like
were.
the patriotic backlash would be if you like didn't shut shit down for like a few days.
Would there? I mean, it depends on
Yeah, dude, for
who.
sure. Like, imagine if it
If
was
it
like the
was
NBA.
Trump, for sure.
No, no, no. I bet you, like, if it was like just the NBA, any active president
Yeah, take a knee
gets
and we'll
killed.
get on with the game.
Nah, dude. See, I think
Okay,
they
no,
would
no.
cancel
Okay,
it.
if it's on the day, probably. Like maybe like within. Yeah, if they get. But the thing is, she didn't get killed. She like died of natural causes,
Yeah,
basically.
that's true. I guess it
So it's a
doesn't
little
really.
bit different. I mean,
You
we
know
do have
what?
some old ass
RBG
presidents
died
now. So.
recently. I'd feel like nobody really, like, nothing really even paused for her, even though she was like a
Who?
beast. Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, sorry. I mean,
Like, there was
you know
like a
the
lot
thing.
of
You know what the thing? There was
like.
so much talk about the Supreme Court already during that time. Like the Supreme Court's kind of been in like this really weird position where there's been so
Yeah.
much heat on them within the last like year that I feel like it was a big deal, obviously, but it was also kind of like even if she's like well liked, the Supreme Court in general kind of has a bad rap. Plus, it's not like a
That's what
universal thing.
most
Like
of
I feel like
government.
even people like even anti. I mean, maybe I'm just completely talking out of turn here. I don't fucking know this as a fact, but I'm just assuming even people who are against the monarchy in England probably feel a certain type of way about the queen that like at least as a person that they'd be like okay like mourning her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether they're against like the continuation of it or like its structure in general.
But
I don't think there's
like,
like
where do you
as
draw?
many
Like,
feelings around
but
that as
okay,
like
so I
there
mean, this is where
is
I guess like my
in the
beef
U.S.
with it comes in. Is it's like government official kind of quote unquote, right? But like we would like what you're describing should like apply to like I don't know, like some just like famous ass celebrities who've like done a lot of good, for example. Like we're not gonna do that for like Bill Gates.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit different. Like I mean, they literally like hail to her and shit, right? Like,
You don't hail to Bill Gates?
not at all, bro.
Damn, bro. Look out. Your Microsoft about to
Yeah,
become
they're.
deactivated. I strongly
Oh
support
shit.
Bill Gates. I guess Zuckerberg, I don't really have any
I mean, Bill Gates is
affiliations
kind of
with.
a beast. Don't get me
Jeff
wrong.
Bezos, beast.
Oh yeah, you know I love Bezos.
My
Keep sending
favorite
me that
man.
2 day shipping, bro.
Gates actually
I
is
mean,
kind of a beast, though. I feel like,
no, Gates is as
yeah,
far as like those kind of guys
he's a
go.
good ass dude. I mean, he's given away like all of his, like virtually all of his
Yeah.
wealth, right?
Didn't he
So
literally
shout
just
outs.
give up like 50% of his
Yeah,
like
I think so.
50%
Yeah.
of his existing wealth to like some
Yeah, yeah.
other thing?
I mean, I think that the criticism with him is like with the whole Gates Foundation and like how the Gates Foundation like goes about some of their.
And him like cheating on his wife and shit. I feel like that's
Yeah, but I mean, they're all cheating on their wives, bro. That's just like a power
yeah.
play of being a
I mean,
billionaire.
don't get me wrong. I'm not yeah, I mean I'm not disagreeing, but that's also like when it comes out and the wife divorces you and it's kind of like a big deal. It's like I mean the same thing happened with Jeff Bezos, but it's like kind of just like whatever.
Was that what happened with Bill and Melinda? I thought it was just like we're kind
I
of down
think
with like working together on this like philanthropic shit, but we just don't love each other like that anymore.
yeah, I mean I think their relationship was just dead and they were just like together just because like they had been together, I guess, and now they're just like yeah, they're actually moving. I mean, who gives a fuck, bro? I don't give a fuck about their relation. I don't like
I mean, we're listening. That's like the equivalent of our royalty. I'm just trying to get into it a little bit, but I get
yeah.
it.
Our royalty, yeah. The capitalist, the U.S. This is the difference between a monarchy and a capital, a
Damn
true
straight.
capitalist country. Hell yeah, dude.
So what else has happened this week? I feel like it's
I
been a
mean,
pretty quiet week, to be honest.
yeah, it's been pretty low key. I mean, okay, you know what's kind of like fall is I feel like really coming this week. This is the
Fall
first
came
week
out of
like
nowhere, yeah.
yeah, like it went from being like really hot to just like it's like kind of like in the low 70s, 60s. It's windy. I'm starting to notice like leaves falling. It's nice
Yeah,
though. I love the
dude.
fall,
No, that shit
but
makes me depressed, man. All I can think about is the fact that winter's coming, and I
yeah,
mean,
no, agree on
there's only
that.
one
I
redeeming
like fall
quality to
though.
winter, and that's skiing. And just other than that, you could just
I
miss me
hate the
with the
winter,
whole.
bro. Agree, big agree.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't know how you like fall then, because this is like my argument against it. Maybe this is just like the pessimist in me, but it's just
Yeah.
like all it is just a build up to the shittiest season. So it's like, yeah, like the weather can be like decent ish and stuff like that. But all that means is like it's just a reminder of the fact that it's getting colder and it's about to get even shittier.
Yeah, but I mean, everything's just a cycle. I mean, the second, like, summer starts, we're already heading towards winter, right? In theory. So it's kind of just like
Yeah, but
whatever.
the summer is summer though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Well, the fall is the fall. Like, I think the fall is really pretty. I like the weather.
Oh yeah, see, I don't
I
really
like
care about the
Halloween. I
leaves.
like
Maybe
I
that's
like Halloween. I like Thanksgiving. Um,
You like Halloween?
I love Halloween, bro.
I
Growing
mean,
up,
you
Halloween
just
is a
like
big
eating the
deal.
candy. That's not.
No, no, no. Like the whole like I like scary movies. I like the vibe. I like haunted houses. I mean, I liked going trick or treating when I
I
was a
feel
kid.
like
That
I
was
did
obviously
not
fun.
know half of these things about you until
You
just
didn't know
now.
that? Really? Oh yeah, dude. It's a big deal in my house growing up. My
No, the trick or
maybe you don't know
treating
this.
fine, but I mean, like every kid, it's like trick or treating's like a big part of growing up.
Yeah, no. Okay, so my mom was obsessed with Halloween growing up, and she's obsessed with horror movies. So, and my sister is also kind of she adopted that, and so I just kind of, that's just how
Also
I grew
adopted
up.
that.
Like the whole like Halloween, like all of October, putting up decorations, watching horror movies all the time, stuff like that's like it was a big thing in my house. That's like what we did. So I still, I mean, I'm not super into it these days, but I have like fond memories, and I still like the energy.
Okay,
I mean, I
so it's
dressed
just
Sarah
it's
up for
just like a
Halloween.
nostalgic thing for you. Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
dude.
dress Sarah.
Oh
I,
no.
I I bring her out like a little bat suit, like a
Oh
little. She has like little
man.
bat wings.
Bad
It's
suit.
cute,
You know
bro.
what? That actually does sound kind of cute, but it's also it's
It's
kind of
really cute.
cringy.
I posted pictures before, bro. You've seen her in her. She has like
Yeah,
the
I
little
must
bat
have
wings. It's
repressed
cute,
those
bro.
memories.
No, dude, it's super cute. Why is that weird? I don't understand. It's fucking holiday, bro.
It's not really that it's weird so much as it's just kind of cringy to me. I don't know.
Why? Why is it cringy? I'm actually interested.
Because the
I've never
dog
heard this
doesn't
take.
like the dog does. You're just doing it to like
She doesn't.
put your
It doesn't
dog through
bother
some
her.
shit for your own benefit.
Putting like a little fucking outfit on her, it's not
Yeah, dude. I don't
uncomfortable.
know.
It's just like a
I
harness.
feel like they don't like it. I feel like they tolerate it, but it's not like they're like excited to put it on.
Nah, I don't think she minds. I mean, it's not. She's not wearing it all day usually. Just when I bring her out.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, it would be a little strange. It's like,
I'm
get
not
up
like
in
she's
the
not
morning, like, all
sleeping with
right,
it. Yeah,
come here.
like if we're going to the park like around Halloween, I'll put it on.
All right,
It's cute.
that's
I
fair.
mean, I put a raincoat on her when it rains. Is that cringy?
Um,
She still gets wet. It's not
yeah.
a full bodysuit.
Does she like getting
I
wet?
mean,
I can't remember.
no, she hates getting wet.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, I guess it's fine. The I was gonna say like I feel like I don't really have much perspective on that because Emmy, when it's like raining outside or wet, she just like goes outside, does her business, and just immediately wants to come back inside. Like
Yeah,
won't even like
Sarah does the
consider
same
walking.
thing, but I like kind of force her sometimes. Well, I'll put it on even if it's not like full on raining, if it's just kind of like drizzling, just because it's like it's a rainy day, so I'll put a raincoat on her. So maybe
Yeah,
you would
so
find that cringy. I don't know.
you're just like you're
I mean, I'm not like obsessive. I don't
it's
like
not
always, but once
I
in a
guess
while.
humanizing's like the term where you're just like putting an outfit on her
I mean, I
just
get
for the sake of like
no.
doing
I
it,
don't.
like
No,
making
if
her
it's
look
not
cute.
rain, I'm not just like fucking doing her hair up and shit. I don't put bows in her hair and shit. I'm not like dressing her
I mean,
up.
you're
It
not
has to
too
be
far removed.
appropriate.
You don't have to like. Feel
No,
like you're
it's pretty
closer to
different.
that than
This is
I am.
practical. Oh, for sure. I mean, I
Oh, the
don't see anything
Halloween
wrong with
costume's
that.
practical. I'm sorry. Um,
I mean, yeah, it's Halloween. You dress up for Halloween, bro. I can't believe you're like anti-Halloween. That's so weird to me. I just can't even like.
I'm not really anti-Halloween. I just feel like it's a very
It's just like
kid
fun, dude.
holiday. Like I have good memories from like trick or treating. Like I trick or treated when I was like way too old to be trick or treating. Like I'm pretty sure I was like 13 and I just went out like without a costume and like walked around and just
Yeah,
like
no, me
knocked
and
on
my
doors and
friends
like
did that
asked for
too.
fucking
Me and
candy.
my friends did that. Yeah.
Like I've got like, and I have like fond memories of like putting costumes together and like the build up to it and like the school event and all that. But
hmm
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm an old head, bro. I feel like I just like I outgrew that
Dude,
shit. Like
it could still be fun to dress. I mean, I still
it's a
sometimes
nice
think about like
memory.
what like a cool Halloween costume would be if I did something now. Not that I would go to a Halloween like party and do shit like that, but if
Yeah.
I did,
My friends
I'd be
all
like,
love
ooh,
doing
would
that.
I dress
Like
up?
or at
It's
least
fun,
my
dude.
high school friend group. They're just like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, yeah, you say it's fun until you realize that like the reason that they're doing it is just to like get hammered and like go to a rave or something like
Oh
that.
yeah,
It's like
sure.
could definitely miss me with that at this stage.
Yeah. I mean, that's not my scene at all, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying I still think there's like something fun about, putting I mean that's like the whole idea behind like cosplaying and
Maybe you
stuff.
should
It's
join a
just like
theater. Or yeah, or just start doing some cosplaying.
yeah, I mean no, I'm not really interested in actually doing it, but I understand what's fun about it.
Oh.
Putting
That's
a costume
disappointing.
together, like
I was already
developing.
starting to think of like some costumes that we could put together for you that would be very
All
entertaining.
right, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it, bro.
All
If
right.
you want to make me the costumes,
I'm not
I'll
gonna
wear
make
them.
you the costume. I'll just like I'll
Oh
find the costume that I want you to wear.
yeah, yeah, we could do that.
And then you gotta hit the gritty in it.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, what else would I do
Uh,
besides hitting the gritty? Dude, look at this building. You see this
That
like big
fucking ball.
circular? See this
Yeah,
oval building? Is that a dome? What is that? That's
I
really
don't know.
cool.
A
I
lot
like
of
how
this
we're also
video has
heading
been
into this.
pretty distracting. I
Yeah,
feel like this
for a
one's
few
been more
different reasons.
distracting than usual.
Yeah. Uh, London looks dope though. I actually have to be honest with you. Like this like rainy London, I actually fuck with more than like nightlife. I mean, I didn't mind the other one, but it was
It
just
was
kind of
raining
like
in the other one too.
yeah, but it wasn't in the same. Yeah,
It was
that's true because they
nighttime rain.
also were. Yeah, it was nighttime rain, but they were in like
That shit was
whatchamacallit
dope, dude.
area.
Nighttime rain with like the reflections of the
They
lights
were
and
in like
stuff is cool.
Chinatown and
Oh,
like they were in
dude,
like a
somebody's
bar
about to get
area.
sprayed down. Oh, here we
Dude,
go.
has that ever happened to you bad? That's happened to me a bunch
No.
of times,
No,
bro.
but
I've
shout
been
out to this guy
fucking
slowing down. Look at
sprayed.
these polite ass British people.
I know, bro. Dude, over in New York, bro, they fucking speed up
Dude,
when
you'd be
they see
speeding
you.
up.
This guy's running. Yo, this guy's a beast, bro.
I mean, it seems like it's summertime. I don't. Oh, you mean it's
That's making me
slippery?
want to go for a run. Yeah, I mean it's just fucking raining outside, bro. Like
Dude,
I wouldn't be
I
that stuff.
love running in the rain. That shit's the
Yeah, Jimmy
best.
said that too. I've never. I mean,
Oh,
I've done it
dude,
when it was
running in the
drizzling, but
rain
not like this.
rocks. Oh my god, it's the best. Just getting soaking wet, dude. You feel so nice. Oh shit, I
Yeah,
just nailed my mic. That's gonna sound great.
I'd probably. I don't like wearing clothes when I'm wet, but I guess I take off
Hey
my shirt
yo,
anyway most of the time. So I guess it probably would. It's really not that much of a difference between just being super sweaty and then just completely
it's
soaked.
really
I feel like my
not.
shoes
And
would
if
get
you're in like
wet.
a tank top, yeah, I mean they
I don't
do.
like
You
running
get
with your
back and
shoes, your
everything's wet.
socks getting wet.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't like
you
a
don't notice
even
it. You don't notice it. It's like gradual enough. It's not like you're like
maybe
immediately going out and like stepping into like a
a
6 inch deep
puddle. Yeah,
puddle. You
that's
know.
happened to me before too.
Yeah, I mean that
That
sucks
really
for sure. Where
sucks.
it's like instant like that, but like where it's just kind of I mean, it's like as if your feet were
Yeah,
sweating, kind of. It's not like.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe a torrential downpour would be like, you know, I mean, not maybe would be a lot faster, but something like this, like the way it's raining here, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll go for a run after this, bro. Fuck it. We'll see.
Fuck around, go for a run.
Piccadilly whip.
Piccadilly whip. One thing that
Yeah.
got started this week is the Champions League. That's been hype.
Oh yeah. Inter lost to Bayern. Lit. What else
Dude,
happened? Give
you
me the
guys
update.
got like dicked down by
Yeah.
Bayern. Like,
Yeah. I
I
didn't
mean, it's
watch
been
it. I don't watch
exciting, man. Like
soccer.
every game has been exciting. You know, I'm a Manchester City fan. So it's been a fantastic time watching Erling Haaland just banging in goals to start the season. I think he's got like 7 matches across all competitions and like 12 goals, which is just like an insane start to the season.
Can I put you on blast a little bit, Stas?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like you're kind of, I mean, I'm not gonna say you're a bit of like a front runner Fairweather fan, but it is kind of weird that you're like a Golden State Warriors fan and a Man City fan. Like, what's up with that? Can I get a defense of this real quick? Like, do you
I've
just
got
like the
good
best
timing.
teams or
No, I like teams that are on the come up. Like I became a fan of both the Warriors and Manchester City like when they were on the come up. Manchester City you could probably give me more shit for, to be honest, cuz they already
uh-huh.
had like the oil money.
So
So
it's
it was
kind of just
just
a
kind of like
coincidence you're saying. It's just like a timing
it is
coincidence.
a timing coincidence, and those are
Okay, okay.
and in soccer too. I will say, like the teams that I root for are the ones that like play like the most fun styles. Like I'm all about like the fun styles, and like I'm not a
Hmm.
like die hard enough fan where I'll just be like I'll be watching a team, I'll be like fuck this team. Like if they win, it's just like the worst thing that's ever happened to me because I'm a fan of like the like the
The
rival
opposing
team, you know.
rival or something, yeah. Okay.
Like if it's good shit, like I'll enjoy watching it no matter what. And I think the same is true about basketball too. But the reason I originally got into the Warriors was that was like the first team that I started watching when I first got to college. When it was like I don't know, Steph's like second or third year in the league. He was like just coming off like the worst of his ankle injuries. Maybe it was like the last of the ankle injury years.
Hmm.
But like I just remember watching it and like right away I just picked up. I was like, dude, this dude is just splashing threes, and I would get so hyped watching them. And I don't know, they
That's
were
when
like,
they said they still had Monte.
yeah,
That was like the last Monte
yeah,
Ellis
it might have
year.
been like the last Monte Ellis year. Like
Yeah.
David Lee was still like in his prime
Yeah.
on that team. Like it was like
Yeah.
it was just like a weird kind of like fun team.
Uh-huh.
But I
Yeah.
just remember watching them like and just they were like mid 40s wins teams like those first couple of years. But dude, the way like like you could already see like dude, it was so effortless. And like I didn't
Hmm.
even like know that much like on a deep level about basketball yet, but like seeing him just splashing those threes, I was like, oh yeah, dude, I'm in on that. So it was so exciting.
And then Man City, you just latched onto them because like you knew someone else who was into them, like your little soccer buddies, or what's up with
I
the?
think that was like a byproduct. I mean, I probably got into soccer probably about like the same time, like I don't know, like early 2010s.
Hmm.
No, maybe a little earlier actually. Because a lot of my high school buddies liked soccer, but I latched on it. I think it was probably because of like FIFA. I think they probably had like a good team in FIFA, and so I was just like, all right, I'll check this team out, and like then watching them, like they were nasty. Like um, some of their like legendary players who have like since kind of either moved on or retired, like Yaya Toure and David Silva and Sergio Aguero, like in their prime was like really
Hmm.
fun to watch. And that was like the first time, dude. Their title that they won was like one of the craziest titles ever. It was like on the last day, like last few minutes of the game, like they just like squeezed it out. It was sick. I like the
So you've been
drama.
a fan since then, huh?
Yeah.
Has your interest ever like wavered in soccer? Because I know in basketball
Soccer
it's been
probably
pretty
not.
consistent.
Yeah,
Okay.
basketball's been pretty consistent. I would say soccer probably even more consistent. I follow it.
Okay.
I follow it more closely, even like
Hmm.
when I don't have time to like watch as many games as I'd like. Dude, this bridge has so much
I
fucking
was gonna
water on
say
it. By
there's
the
so
way,
much flooding
gotta
here. Yeah.
fix some. Gotta do some drainage work here.
I mean, yeah. It's interesting it's not spilling into the sidewalk here though. I guess it. But yeah.
Yeah, how is that working? Actually, that is kind
Yeah.
of
I don't
weird.
know. I'm wondering like there must be decent enough drainage at that point. I guess that there's a
Or maybe
drain
it
on the
is. It
sidewalk
looks like
side.
there is
Maybe it
also
is.
some on the
Yeah.
sidewalk there. I guess this guy's like trying to figure. He's like, do I even want to go up there? Is this worth the risk?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Farther down, you see there's a lot more, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know we talked about this last week, but I can't remember what the context is. Can you like we were talking about football.
Dude, we were talking about football last
Yeah,
week,
I
were
can't
we?
remember.
All right. Well,
Maybe in the
hit me with
context of
your.
it being a fake sport. Damn, this man's feet are wet.
We have to say this guy
Yo.
biking in
I
this
mean,
huge
look at
puddle is
just
rough.
every foot,
Yeah.
every pedal, just
Yeah, just all the way in,
just
bro.
pain, just pain. Let's see his facial expression when he goes by.
He's pretty stoic, bro, honestly.
He's
He's like
looking at the
listening to
can.
a good
Nah, bro.
podcast.
He's kind of looking like fuck my life a little bit.
Yeah, but maybe he's also looking like I'm taking a left here. What's going on?
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, this guy's got his pedals higher up. Look at this. His feet aren't even hitting the water. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
that's strategy right there, bro.
Yeah,
That's
dude, get
high
the
IQ.
bigger wheels.
The Chad high IQ biker. uh,
Yeah, I can't remember what the
okay,
context was for the football,
we have
but
to table the fake sports discussion for its own podcast, I think.
that's got to be its own dedicated
That's
episode.
upcoming. That's gonna be hype, guys. So we're gonna have a full tier list. Look at this flooding, unbelievable though. Yeah, did we talk about football at some point? I mean, I'm just not into football. I just don't really get it. I mean, maybe
I
I
think it
think we
was.
talked about maybe getting into it,
Yeah,
but
I think that is what it was. Oh my, what
oh
the
my
fuck?
god, that's a dude. That's a dude just chilling in there.
Yo, well, I hope it's not
That's the
just like a runaway
craziest.
couple wheels, dude. That
Yeah,
was
that's
crazy.
that's really
Damn, he
wild, bro.
managed. Dude, he went through that water too. That's.
I see those three-wheel bike things a lot, by the way. Those things are fucking stupid looking.
I mean, that one was on like its own
Yeah,
whole
that was on a
level.
whole other level, but those things are just dumb and okay. Here's a rant for like just everybody. Like electric scooters and honestly electric bikes too. Honestly, the dumbest shit in the fucking world. I hate them. I think they're retarded. Just walk, bro. It's not even that much faster. Like it's literally just walk or actually bike. It has to be the laziest shit ever.
I,
I've ever seen. Like
I agree. They
you're
seem
literally just like
cumbersome.
scootering down yeah, they're super cumbersome. You have to carry them around if you're like anywhere. Like it's literally easier to like bike somewhere and chain your bike up outside than to like carry this fucking scooter inside with you. Like,
My buddy had when he lived in Hell's Kitchen for a while, and he was commuting, like more centrally Midtown, and like
that's not that bad, bro. But yeah.
it's not that bad, but I think it was like 3 or 4 miles basically, or something like that. Like maybe 2 or 3 miles. Like he was like going like south a little bit, like
Yeah.
downtown a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
like more Midtown.
Okay, yeah.
But he actually like he made a couple of decent points for it. I still think it's stupid as shit, to be fair, and like sorry to him if he ever listens to this. I don't know. I don't even know if he's still using it, but the concept of like getting to work not sweaty as fuck and like not having to deal with the subway too is kind of like a potential selling point for me. It's like if you got on a bike and like bike 2 or 3 miles like in the summer, like you're fucked when you get to work, man. Like it's not
Yeah,
pleasant.
no, that's true. That's true actually.
So I think he had like somewhere to store it while he was at work, which kind of like redeems it a little
I
bit.
still think they just look dumb and I
They
think they
look
are just dumb in
ridiculous.
general. They look so like you're an adult on a scooter and it's an
You
electric
look like a
scooter.
tool.
And it's also just like annoying on the sidewalk for other people. I mean, I don't know. It annoys me personally. Like But I'm a kind of a miser also, so that's kind of just on me.
You're kind of, yeah, fair enough.
And like the electric bike thing only annoys me because it just seems like the ultimate laziness.
I
Like
kind of like
they're
an
literally just
electric
like
bike.
on the bike and like they're not even fucking pedaling. Like the bike's just like going for it. It's just like, I mean, all right, man,
I mean, the
cool.
pedals are just like a backup thing. It's like a moped.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it's just kind of like, just get a real, just actually bike, man. I don't know.
I like the idea of an electric bike.
It's
The thing
better
that
than
I
the
don't like
scooter.
about them, the
At
thing
least
that
it's a bike.
here's what I don't like. I mean, the scooter like goes without saying. I mean, like you could almost run as fast as the scooter goes.
You
The electric
definitely
bike, fine,
could.
it goes a little faster. I don't love that it's like that it tops out at like 20 miles an hour. Like I've been kind of like looking a little bit for like something that like you could just zip around on that can like go up to like 40,
Like a
45 or something
moped,
like that. Yeah, yeah,
like literally a moped.
like an OG, yeah, like a gas powered moped or a gas powered
Mm-hmm.
like scooter like that. But they don't
I
make them,
like
man. Or
mopeds
like
actually.
they make them, but like the U.S. just doesn't really have them. Dude, mopeds are
Yeah,
sick. Like those
yeah.
old school ones.
I like mopeds. Don't like electric scooters. They just like the sidewalk scooters. I don't even know what you call them.
When I was a kid, I used to go to Russian school like a couple times a week. And one day when I came out after class, I noticed that like somebody just had like thrown a moped like next to their garbage, like to be picked up as garbage, like an old. Let me see
Mm-hmm.
if I can like actually find it. It was like a 1982 Honda. It was like
Tim,
Express
you know the
moped
model,
or
bro.
something like that. Yeah, okay, here it is. Like they just threw this out on the side of their like
Oh
road,
shit,
and
dude,
I was
this
like,
is
yo,
actually
dad, we
hella
gotta like,
gangster.
can we cop this? And he was like, yeah, like
Yeah.
let's just pick it up. They're like, clearly like throwing it out. Dude, the thing like I think it just needed like some spark plugs or something. Like my dad kind of like helped. This was it. This is like the exact one right here.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is real bare bones, but yeah.
yeah, but this thing would go like 30 miles an hour, man. I mean, this is like all you need. Like
What
I
happened
wouldn't
to
want
it?
it to be more than that. I think they got rid of it when they moved.
Yeah.
It was, it was honestly just like a fun little thing for like occasionally my dad to like supervise me like riding around in the neighborhood parking lot, just like
Yeah.
zipping
No,
up
that's
and down
cool
the
though.
hill. Yeah, that thing rocked. But I love moped, like something like small and lightweight like that. And like it doesn't have to like I wouldn't want it to be expensive either. Like the ones that are available right now that you can get are like I don't know, 4 or 5 grand, and what do I look like, a bank? What do I look like? I've got a
Yeah, yeah, a little bit.
yeah. It's like I've got money.
Money.
So yeah, that's my take on mopeds. If anyone wants to
Yeah.
send me a moped,
Electric vehicle. Yeah, any electric vehicle sponsorships, just in general, really
not,
anything.
not even
Any
sponsorships.
sponsorship, honestly.
Anybody who listens to this, like if you've just got a moped that you want to get rid of and you're like sort of in the New York area, let me know.
In the tri-state.
Yeah,
Any tri-state homies out there.
yeah, and especially if it's like a 1980 Honda Express moped, extra brownie points for some nostalgia for me. That's an evil ass
This
looking
is
building. What is that?
this is sick though, bro. There's some crazy architecture in London. I had no
I
idea.
know about that thing, that little fucking
It's
cone looking
pretty.
thing.
The contrast between these really old buildings and these really new buildings is actually really cool. I like that a lot. Like you have like this castle, and
I want to know what
in the
this crazy
foreground,
ass
and then you
evil
get this
pyramid
weird thing.
is.
Yeah, it's just some dope evil pyramid, bro. Like
I'm gonna
that
find.
shit's
I'm gonna
that's
go
where the
look for
lizards
Baka.
meet.
London
That's the
Pyramid
lizard pit.
Building. Pyramid of Death. The
The
Shard.
Shard.
I feel like
I mean,
I've
that's a
heard of
cool
it.
name.
Now that I
Honestly, a
hear the
cool.
name, I've heard of it.
Honestly, a cool name.
Designed by an Italian, dude. Get wrecked, London. How does it feel having a big ass Italian building in the middle of your shit?
Yeah, there's like Italian architects are like so I don't know what it is like Italian architecture, and I guess like they make all those cruise ships too. Did you know that? Like all those
Those
cruise ships are
enormous
like
ass ones.
designed and built in Italy. That's fucking weird.
Did we talk about this on the
And they usually
podcast?
have like Italian oh what?
Did we talk about the what the Bachelorette is doing?
Yeah, I don't remember
Was
if we
that on the
talked about it on the
podcast?
podcast or not. I don't know. Dude, that's what I was saying last week. Like there's stuff we
It might
talk
have
about,
been.
I honestly don't even know
I mean
anymore. It's
that
like,
I'll just pretend like we haven't.
yeah,
So
just do it
my
again, dude.
girlfriend watches The Bachelorette, and like a few
Yeah, you're
weeks ago,
just
like
your
towards the
girlfriend.
beginning. No, I don't. I don't. I watch Love Island, dude. Shout out to Love Island. That
Oh,
shit
okay.
rules.
Sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you. Okay,
Yeah,
go on.
she's watching The Bachelorette. It's like the first couple weeks. Like it's like my Monday night. I know what day it's on. I'm like, okay,
What
that's
time?
8 p.m. Mondays at
Okay.
8 p.m. The
What's the channel? What
Bachelorette,
channel? What's it on?
ABC.
All right, shout out to ABC,
Shout out to
8
ABC.
p.m. You know where Stas is at this.
Yeah, not in front of my TV, away from the living room. But I was like doing dishes or something, dude. They have like it's like a double Bachelorette thing this season where it's like two chicks like picking from like the same group. I don't know the logistics.
Dude, I'm completely ignorant. I didn't even. So it's usually
There's
one
usually
chick with
one
like eight
chick,
guys or something,
and dude,
and
it's
they
like
all court
30
her.
fucking guys, man.
Oh
It's
my god. Oh, she's got options.
yeah, no, she's got like options. I was actually, oh, look at this old ass Rolls Royce. Damn, he's gonna wake up, bro. They somebody did the math, apparently, my girlfriend told me, and like when they do get engaged, the average time that they've like actually had to spend together because of how many people there are over the course of like the filming is only like 5 or 6 days. So you're basically deciding that you're going to get engaged to somebody based off of like 5 to 6 days worth of interactions, which is already
Like
kind
when you
of
say
wild.
5 to 6 days, is that like 100 hours, or is that like literally like
No, like
4 hours in each set?
I don't know. Either way, I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
kind of like daytime hours
Yeah.
because
Okay.
with like the time
Like a
frame.
work day.
Yeah, like essentially, probably. I mean, that's probably
Okay.
like what it is.
So we're talking like
Effectively, while
40
you're there, you're
hours,
probably working.
basically.
You're probably
40
doing it
hours
like
of
an
knowing
every day.
someone.
Yeah,
Okay.
call it roughly that. Somewhere between like 40 and like 100. Let's just say somewhere between those. This is
Mhm.
crazy to me.
I mean, but
Like,
are
how
they
is anyone
actually getting married?
engaged? Like a lot of them are, I think. Yeah, I mean, most of them don't last, which is kind of funny. But like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like no shit, you know?
But they're like just doing it for the fame. I feel like all reality TV, like they're literally just like on there to like jumpstart some
Well,
like
that's what you
social
would think,
media
right? But then, like,
career or
why
something like
bother
that.
actually getting engaged?
Because
Like,
don't you
just skip
have to?
that
Isn't that
step
like
at the
part?
end.
Because you know what?
No,
That's
you don't
probably
have
like
to.
yeah, but
The only reason
then
you
you
have
have
to is
to
they give you like a free diamond. Did you know that they've got like a diamond sponsor? They give you like a free diamond and ring, and like if you like stay engaged or like get married for
okay.
like
I
X amount
mean,
of time, you
there's
get to keep it,
that,
and otherwise
but there's
you have to return it. Otherwise, though.
yeah, but there's like a way better narrative if you decide to get married and then things don't work out. Like it's just a way to just like keep milking your like mediocre fame.
Yeah, dude. You know,
If you're
on the
being
one
smart
hand,
about
yes,
it,
but
like that's the way to do it.
I don't think that most of them try to like pivot away from that like as soon as possible once they're done, which makes me think that like it's not really anything about like
Maybe.
maintaining appearances of like the relationship. It's just like
Maybe they're just
pure
actually
clout.
delusional and believe in like love at first sight or some shit or like the one. You know, who knows, man. How do you get on those shows, bro? How do I get on The Bachelorette?
I think you have to like apply. I think you have to
Like
like
I have to send in
apply.
like a video. I have to sell
Dude,
myself.
it's not even just. I think you probably like. I'm pretty sure you have to have like references and stuff, like people who like gas you up, like on video. Also, like you have to like put together like a whole portfolio. It's like anyway.
Yeah, if the
The reason I brought this up,
podcast ever gets big enough, that's what we have to do. We have to get
is just make a
me or someone
Bachelorette.
else on The
Or
Bachelorette,
yeah, we'll
or The
get you on
Bachelor.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you. I mean, I feel like I wanted to say like one of us, but I feel like it's a little
I'm spoken
inappropriate for me to
dude.
be like I mean, maybe your girlfriend, we can get her to sign off. You know what I mean?
That we
No.
would have to have just like a secret agreement that like I'm not actually gonna get
Yeah.
married to anybody at the end of it. Like we're just doing it to set ourselves up so that neither one of us ever has to work again.
You don't think you could coerce her to have a second wife?
No, I don't think I could.
You don't
coerce
think that's
my
in the
girlfriend to have
cards?
a second wife. I don't think that's gonna be.
You don't think that's in the cards for you?
No, I
For
don't
sure?
think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I think you've got
Maybe you're not trying hard
confused
enough.
with the whatever that extremist sect of the LDS church was.
The oh
Whatever it was.
the super Mormons,
Yeah, the super Mormon, the mega Mormons.
the ones in Mexico.
Yeah. Well, anyway, back to the Bachelorette. I got sidetracked. The reason that I brought that up, so they've got these two bachelorettes. They've got like they're down to like I don't know, 20 guys in total between them or something like that. Bro, when I tell you, they have hold up, I gotta look this up. They got this like small group a whole ass motherfucking cruise ship that looks like brand new. Look at this Valiant Lady cruise ship. It's like I don't know if it's just like a pure marketing
Where are they?
scheme. Dude, they were just like going around Europe a little bit. Like,
Well, that's
look
kind
at
of
this
cool though.
fucking ship, dude.
Wait, and there's 30 people on this?
Like tops, bro. Like
That's
tops.
absurd.
And they're cruising around in it. And I'm like, bro, we got global warming popping off like it's no one's business.
Dude,
It's
that's
been like
absurd.
95 degrees all summer and y'all are cruising around. in this massive ship. Now I don't know. I could
Is
be
it literally
wrong.
owned by Virgin? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I'm willing to. I'm hoping that I'm wrong and that they just like sectioned like a large portion of the ship off for them for filming and like the rest of it maybe was still active. But that really wasn't what it looked like. It looked like it was just like,
That's pretty
hey,
nice, by the way.
here's the
Look at that
cast of
pool
a show.
area.
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculously nice. It looked like it was like brand new. Like I'm pretty sure it's probably like a marketing scheme to like show off this new ship. Like look at this thing.
Yeah. Look up who built it. How old is it? Let's see how old it is.
Yeah.
New ship of your
Launched in 2020.
2020.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
brand new.
Yeah, look at the builder though.
Dude, it's
That's
900 feet long. Yeah, shout outs. Yeah, it was super strange to me. I was like, I don't
Her
know.
coin ceremony. What a weird way to. What a
Yeah,
weird fucking word.
We throw a coin off the deck.
Her coin ceremony. Hell yeah. Who knows,
I'm
bro?
too lazy to find out what that is.
Is it sexist that all boats are females? What's up with that? Is that why they did it? That's all I'm saying. No male boats. Kind of weird. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts on that. That's
no takes on
I've
that.
never
No?
really thought about that. Yeah, I
No
don't want to.
chum in the
I don't
water
really
there?
want to touch that one.
Okay, so The Bachelorette. I mean, listen, it's ridiculous, but it's also just like I feel like the type of person. No offense to your girl, Ryan. I guess no offense. It's already too late. The cat's out of the bag. Like I feel like that's the most brainless TV possible. That
No,
it's
she
like
knows. You know what the
you're
thing
not
is?
gonna care. Like it's like you're watching that to like turn your brain off anyway. I guess that's kind of the point.
That's fair. I think the like majority of people would probably agree with that, but then I think it's like I don't know how to put that. I mean, again, I'm just gonna put my foot in my mouth here too, but like the like aggressive ass liberal sect of people that watches it that's like hyper woke surely is like looking at that. It's like, what? And I don't know. Maybe I'm just like over attuned to it.
I feel like they probably just like explain it away. Like,
yeah, they're like, no, listen, it's
like,
okay. They gave
the
us
money. Yeah.
No, they gave us $5 million. Like you don't understand. Like it was a good deal. There was actually a scandal about that this week in France. The coach of PSG, Christophe Galtier, I think is his name.
Yeah, good name.
They asked like a lot of soccer teams have kind of come under fire for this a little bit, but they will like fly to every game they're going, even if it's like, you know, like an hour drive. So somebody like one of the you know, there's obviously like a lot of energy issues and like heat waves going through Europe right now. So the journalist asks the coach, and Mbappe is sitting there. They're like, do you think that like there's some responsibility that teams have to, you know, make positive steps for, you know, climate change and things like that? And, you know, with that in mind, do you think that maybe instead of like flying or something to this game that you have coming up, it would be like make more sense to take the train? Which is like reasonable enough question, right? Like, you know, if it's a close
or a
by
team
game.
bus,
The coach goes like, I forget the exact phrasing. I'm gonna fuck the phrasing up, but he was like, he basically like brushed it off and was like, yeah, like what next thing you're gonna want us to like sail to every game that we have.
No,
like,
Jesus, bro.
Bro, you can't be saying that.
Just a tone deaf response,
bro. Such a tone deaf response, and then Mbappe is sitting there and he just starts cracking up. And now they're like both like under fire for like how they addressed it. Like they're having to like apologize and shit. It's like, yeah.
I mean,
y'all played yourself with that one.
It's true, but it's also like, I don't know. I feel like the issues with I mean, I get where people are coming from with that, and like, there's obviously, especially when you're that wealthy, and it's like it's such a minor inconvenience to put yourself on like a 4-hour bus ride compared to a 1-hour plane ride or whatever the fuck it would be. But it's also like, if you really want to get around fixing global warming, like making a big deal over that is like not the best use of your energy, probably. I think that's where like a lot of this activism just like misses the boat.
I get what you're saying, but I think a lot of it is also like a leading by example in order to like shift public like attention and opinion more in a certain direction. Like I don't think the idea is like, oh, like PSG is going to solve global warming. It's more like, oh,
of course,
these players that I idolize are taking global warming seriously and like they're doing their part. Like, what is my local like, you know, political official doing to hold companies accountable type of shit. Like I feel like it could be like a trickle down type of thing, you know.
I totally get that, but it's like if you like I feel like most of it is just like hystericism or like hysterics. I don't know what the word is there. Like just like people wanting to make a
Hysteria.
big deal out of hysteria. Yeah, there you go.
Hysteria. Hysteria.
Yeah, yeah.
Hysteria.
Hys-
Hysteria, definitely,
hysteria.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hysteria.
It's just like you want to make a big deal out of something, and you just want to. I guess it's like the whole outrage thing. Like they just want to be outraged
Well,
about
that's the
something,
whole
and so
issue
they
with
just
like
like
the
choose
radical
that.
left in general. Yeah.
And like instead of like actually like putting that energy to like lobbying, energy, not maybe not the best word to use here, but actually looking for like solutions and putting money into lobbying and stuff like that, you're gonna like get on Mbappe, who's just like a professional athlete. And I totally get the leading by example stuff, but it's also like forcing people to care about something, especially like pro athletes, and like having them be like fake about it, and then like I mean, I feel like the worst thing you could do, which is what most of these guys end up doing, is like, saying they're gonna, do all this shit or make social media posts and then, end up taking private jets everywhere anyway.
Yeah, I mean they're
And
gonna
then
do
it's
what
just
they're
like,
doing anyway.
yeah, I mean, it's just like, remember the,
That's what I think
fan,
that answer was like supposed to kind of suggest, but it was also just like like
I mean, that's just
you
super
don't
tone deaf.
just
You just
gotta
don't say
say it
that.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, even like, hasn't Bill Gates come under fire like for this exact thing that he's like, putting all this money into, alternative energy, and then he takes a private plane everywhere. It's just like stuff like that, and I get it. It's just like I don't know.
Kings
If
stay
I'm putting
kings.
if I'm putting my energy into something, it's something else.
That's fair enough.
It always just comes down to me. Like I feel like if you really care about something like genuinely, you're going to focus on effective ways of improving the issue. Like if you really care about like poverty and like stuff like that, like effective altruism, that kind of mentality is really the way to go rather than just like freaking out at people on social media posting complaining about billionaires, you know?
Yeah, but that's easier.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's also easy for me to just say like, "Oh, what you're doing is ineffective." Well, I do absolutely nothing for it. So,
Yeah, shout out to
I
doing
totally get it.
absolutely nothing. That's very much in the spirit of this podcast, I think. So
I mean, what do
we
you
can be
care
the
enough
ones we
about?
can be the ones to take a stand on that.
Like, what do you
Just do
actually care
nothing.
enough about politically, Stas, that you would like go after someone or like make a social media post or like go out of your way to like contact your local official? Like, what would it have to be?
Um
Do you care
if
about
I'm putting
anything
you on the
enough to
spot.
like
No,
be
I feel like probably not really.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, unless it was like something insanely egregious, like we were just like, all right, everybody who's from this country, we're locking up. Like, I mean, it
Yeah,
would take a lot.
that would be
You
pretty
know,
shit. Yeah.
like as sad as it is, like I'm lazy enough, and like I know, like I would say I'm not super informed, but I'm like relatively informed, um, politically, um, and
I
I
hope so,
believe in
man.
things, but it's not I don't really care that much. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just the sad reality of it. Like it would take a lot for me to go out of my way to be knocking door to door to like try to change a policy.
Yeah, I mean that's I was gonna say that I think that's where kind of my like hesitation with it comes is like I'm a nobody, dude. Like I can't and like I know that this is like the wrong mentality to have, but it's just like I'm like there's
You can have
honestly
a big effect on a
realistically
local
nothing
level.
that I can do. Yeah, but
Not
dude,
with their
local
voting,
government isn't local government
not
like
literally.
considered to be pretty fucking dead. like like there's not
I
really
mean,
much substance
not.
to it.
I mean, no, it's actually kind of the opposite. Like a
Is
lot
it
of local
really? All
government
right.
actually has like they actually can do a like in terms of like actual practical stuff, like in
Yeah, I
terms of
guess
like
that's
helping
true in
communities and
terms of
stuff. Like
like
yeah, they actually
yeah.
do have a lot of power, and it's actually super outsized. Like if you were super involved in like your local government, at least from my understanding of it, maybe it's less so in like really big cities, but generally in like most medium sized cities and stuff, if you're really involved in your local government, you could get a lot more done than you would be focusing on federal politics,
Well,
stuff
that
like
yeah,
that.
I
So
guess I mean that makes sense. Is that guy just like pouring out a bottle of water?
it
Why is he doing that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That looks really sus.
I'm
He's just
guessing there
hanging
was
out.
a leak. Yeah, there was like a leak somewhere. He filled the
Oh,
bottle up with
maybe
a
yeah,
leak, and then
yeah.
he's emptying it on the street. I don't know,
That's
something
fair.
like that. Some nonsense, bro. It's London, bro. Who knows what the fuck these guys are thinking?
That's very fair.
But yeah, I don't want to get too political on this. I feel like this shit's so boring. I always complain about politics just being fucking everywhere, and now we're doing it, and it's just like kind of disgusting to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe
That's
we
I was
just
gonna say I feel
we
like it's
bury
kind of like a
that.
dead end conversation because it's just There's no positive outcomes.
Yeah, it's also just like boring, bro. Like
It is
I
pretty
hate that everything
boring.
is so politicized at this
What are you
point. I
doing?
mean, I
Why
know
did you?
we're doing it.
That's crazy that you got a degree in that. I'm baffled.
Well, political science is way different than like politics, like we're talking about it, to be honest. I mean, one political science is like a purely like social science academic degree. Like it's not practical, like pretty much at all in terms of like looking at actual like policy options and stuff like that. That's more like public policy in terms of looking at like practical solutions to issues in society, I'd say. And depending on like what subfield you're in, most political science is like way more abstract. Um,
I can't wait for you to be a lawyer. I'm gonna come to one of your cases and just sit in the.
I'm never
I'm
being a
just gonna
lawyer.
sit in the. Are they pews? What do you call them in
I
court?
don't know.
I'll sit in the
They're kind
pews
of
and
like
just be
using.
disruptive as fuck the whole time.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna come with a family size bag of chips, and I'm gonna be rustling it every time you get up to say something.
Yeah, I'll make sure to invite you if I ever become a lawyer. Dude, being a lawyer seems so
Oh,
boring,
I'm
bro.
not gonna need an invite. I'm gonna have an invite from the
You're
ops.
gonna know from the ops. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it seems like would be kind of fun? I feel like being like a divorce court lawyer could be fun. Plus, you guys
You
have
can
just
just
so
get some
much
great
drama.
stories. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have great stories. There's just like so much drama, and you're like kind of like always simultaneously the good guy and the bad guy in every story.
No, I
So
feel
it's
like
like
you could
lit.
definitely be the. I feel like you're definitely the bad guy more often than the good guy. Who's like super stoked about like a divorce lawyer? I don't.
Well, it's like you're. That's what I'm saying. Like, what on your side, you could be like a hero. You're like saving, like you make them think you're like saving them so much money and all this other shit, and then like to the other
Dude,
side, you're just
there's
a
no way.
menace.
They're not going to be stoked about it no matter what. They're getting
I
divorced.
guess that's true, dude. Some people are stoked to get divorced,
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you're like taking all of the other person's money, then yeah, then it's probably like super fun because the person's like super
or if
stoked and
you're
you're
just
getting a
free of
nice
like a
slice.
toxic person.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but
I
it's.
feel like
I
just
think it's
freeing
less
yourself of
like you're
that could be
less
like
like
really
stoked
relieving.
about it and more just relieved. I don't think it's like.
I don't know. I feel like there's some people that are just like you just completely want to cut out of your life and just like never want to deal with again. You'll just like do anything. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
wrong about that, but
No, I agree. I do think that it's like that. You're right.
I mean, especially at the point where you're like getting divorced and like some crazy fucking marriage relationship. But I don't
Yeah,
know,
like when you have two wives and you're divorcing both of them at the same time.
dude. That would be fucking yeah.
That'd be
You're
something.
divorcing both of them at the same time so that they can get like a formal marriage together, dude. That's when it's really
Hey,
crazy. They turned
yo,
on you.
the the
They were like, we don't
the
even need
long
a
term
man.
cuck maneuver.
Yeah, dude, that would be you get cucked by your other wife. That's like the ultimate like just getting
uh,
emasculated, right?
yeah,
That's next level. Honestly, we should write a story. Honestly, that's a great story.
where we got a who's the guy that writes all those uh like the famous guy? Is it Nicholas Sparks that does all those like kind of
I don't know. I'll be honest.
fake novels
I'm
that are
ignorant.
actually just like supposed to make your poussoir wet?
Oh shit. Is that what is that sort of like an erotic novel you're saying? Is that an
Yeah.
erotic novel or is that just like a
It's
depression
no,
novel?
it's like an erotic novel under the guise of being like actual literature.
Yeah, this
I don't know how
almost
to
sounds like
explain
it
it.
would just be depression. Like if you ever maybe you do know this movie. It's called like it's called In the House in English, but in French it's like Dans la I'm
Dans
not
la
gonna
maison.
butcher it, bro. Maison or something? I don't
Maison.
know. Maison, yeah. Um yeah, this. Have you seen this movie? We should watch it if you haven't. I
No.
brought it up. If my sister watches this episode, she'll know the movie.
No, Francois Ozon.
I mean, do you want me to I don't want to spoil the movie because
That's
it's
the
really
most
good.
French ass looking dude I've ever seen.
I'll just say this. It's about a kid who like this is like the general premise, but there's like another twist at the end.
Oh hell
I
yeah,
shouldn't even
bro.
say that.
No, I already know what the movie. I already know what the movie's about. You don't even have
Yeah.
to say anything. I just
He
clicking through
he
four
infiltrates
images. I'm good.
well, I'll just say he infiltrates a family, okay? And he's like a really good writer. Okay? So he's writing about the story about him infiltrating his friend's family and like first becoming like the son, like replacing the son in the family and then replacing the father. And he's like writing this story. And his English teacher is like reading this and he's like, you're like an incredible writer. Like, this is really good. And like the English teacher is like slowly realizing that this is like actually
It's
happening.
actually happening.
But he like is into it. He's kind of like into it because he's like, it's like such good writing. And he's like, kind of excited about it.
Yo, the
Um,
French have a lot of like movies like this. that are
Yeah,
just
I
like
know, I know.
right on the edge of like
Really fucked up wild shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and sometimes they're over that edge, but it's still really
yeah.
it's good. It's like it's dope that they push the I like that they
It's
push the envelope like that.
yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, this is a good suggestion though. For anyone who's interested in some foreign films, that's a
Bonne
really
maison
good underrated film. Um, you should
in
watch
the
that, Stas.
house.
Yeah, In the House.
I'm in the house.
Corey in the House, not to be confused with
Not to be confused with
Popular.
other Corey either.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I don't think we want to touch that one. Oh,
We
yeah.
got to have him on as a guest sometime.
Dude, we have to have Corey on. That's another thing. We have to find a way to like really. So I guess we could talk about this. This is like a good kind of like last topic. I want to really have a guest on for the fake sports tiering conversation. We
Yeah, we
need
need
someone who's gonna bring energy and be controversial though.
and we need somebody
Um,
who's well versed in sports and fake sports.
yeah, they have to understand. I'll have to write out like the criteria. Maybe we could get like a graphic up. We could do like
I
one of
think
those
we need to
tiering
write up the
simulators.
criteria as we go. I think that has to be part
Yeah,
of the endeavor.
that's true.
We need to establish the guidelines for what is a real
Uh-huh.
sport and what's a fake sport.
For sure. And we have to have categories. You have to like fake sport, kind of a sport,
Yeah.
absolutely not a sport,
Yeah, and there's
or
like
whatever in
tiers
reverse, real
within. You
sport.
got, like
Yeah,
we've talked about competition versus sport or, skills challenge versus sport.
yeah.
Not to bury the lead
We'll
too
flesh
much.
it
Yeah,
out.
we'll work
Yeah,
on it.
we have
That'll
to
be a
have
good
someone on
episode.
for that. And then otherwise, I don't know. Like I'm torn between having people on and just like kind of interviewing them a little bit because I feel like that'd be kind of funny just because we're like nobodies and we're like interviewing someone who also is like a nobody. Um,
I always thought that was like the interview format of it is a little bit cringy for something like this that's just starting up. Like it's not an
it's
interview. Like it's like you're
cringy,
just
but it's
talking to your
funny at the
friend.
same time.
I guess
That's
like
what I
yeah,
think is like.
as long as we keep it sort of self-aware and like we're not doing it like seriously cuz I know a couple people that like I've gone to school with in the past and things like that have like tried to make their own podcast. Maybe they're still making them, I don't know, but like they'll bring on people from high school to like interview them about
Okay,
I
no, we're
don't
not
even
doing
know
that.
what and I'm just like yeah, it's like I'm like a little bit like no one cares apart from the people that you went to high school with. So honestly, as long as it's not like an angle where we think that somebody's gonna care, we just do it just to do it. I think it's
Yeah, no,
straight.
I think I have a pretty I mean, not an interesting way to do it, but I think we can. I have like a funny, at least, idea of how we can structure it. So I think we'll be okay.
All right.
It's not gonna be super formal. I think it'll be fine.
We need to
Um,
probably also think about some topics for coming weeks to chat about. I know we've killed an hour as we always I think do and always will, just talking about
dude,
random
I think
shit.
we kill
But
like four. I mean, we basically killed multiple hours a day, if we're being honest. So I think
that's true.
we're pretty well versed.
That's
Honestly,
true.
we should just start a radio show.
We should just start. Yeah, maybe just have constantly up.
Yeah, we'll just pivot. We
Just
started doing the
audio
worst podcast
24
ever.
hours a day.
No, it's just the worst to ever do it.
Just
Just period. Just
the worst
always.
audio you've ever heard.
The worst, like just
The
background
biggest waste of
garbage.
time you've ever
Yeah.
experienced.
You ever really wanted to just like fucking turn something on and turn your brain off? Like we talk shit about the Bachelorette, dude. Just turn this radio hour on.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
fucked, bro.
by contrast, I just touched on it briefly, but Love Island fucking rocks, man. I just
Dude,
started
that's
this
also
new
brain
season.
rot.
Yeah, it's brain rot, but it's awesome brain rot. It's brain rot that you can just like crack the fuck up at while you're watching. And also, I love just yelling at them on the TV. I will yell at the competitors because it's like, so many of them are just like kind of like delusional or super obnoxious. And just like yelling at them on the TV for being delusional and obnoxious is such a great release.
Is it
Just,
though?
yeah, it's super entertaining. It's really fun.
I don't know. I feel like they're always just annoying. Like there's something so annoying about a lot of the interactions, and they feel so fake that it's just like I
That's
just
the
can't
American
handle
one.
that.
See, that's why I like Love Island
No,
because
we watched the UK version. I remember we watched like
that's just
season
how
4
UK
or
people
something.
talk, though. It just seems like that because they're British.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't understand that.
Yeah, that's just how they
But
communicate. It's very like circular and repetitive, and then eventually they get to the point.
that's actually really funny. One last thing to bring up, not to drag this out, but this is an interesting. Did you see what happened in chess? This whole controversy.
No, Do tell me
Um,
about this
yeah,
chess
I'll just give
scandal.
you. So I don't know shit about chess. Just a full TLDR. So if anyone knows about chess who's listening to this, I'm a fucking idiot. All right. Magnus Carlsen loses to this young American guy. Um, and after he loses, which is like pretty unheard of. I mean, he has lost before to like other up and comers, but it's like it's foreign and he's by far the best, right? Like he's really good. He loses to this guy Hans, this like 18-year-old, and he leaves the tournament just straight up. Instead of like I guess continuing playing. I don't know how the bracket system works, and then accuses the guy of cheating, which is pretty big. Then chess.com immediately basically bans the guy from their website.
Not
And
the
chess.com
guy
is like
Magnus Carlsen played.
yeah, the guy who he's accusing of
Yeah,
cheating.
yeah.
And he's still playing in the tournament. And there's like this whole controversy about is he cheating? A bunch of other people, a bunch of other like top GMs are now like they're basically choosing a side between saying like it's ridiculous to say he's cheating, how would he cheat, yada yada, to saying like oh I think he might have cheated also. People are trying to like figure out um
Is it like a
like they're
situation? Is it like an? Can you set the? Is it an online tournament?
no, it's in person. This is an in person tournament. So and there's like
So they're
precautions
like saying
taken,
like he's
right?
got like an earpiece or something. They think like it wouldn't like what other
Well,
way
I
to cheat
think
would there be? Like getting
there
messages through the
yeah.
window or something? Like somebody
Well,
said.
there's ways to cheat like using an engine to figure out basically the most optimal moves. So like if you somehow knew the opening that the other person was doing, you could put the moves in an engine and then figure out like the best way to play, right? Like presumably this is how you know people are cheating because like the engine makes moves that like humans never will,
Wouldn't you
right?
do that anyway though? That's like
I
before the game.
Yeah, but I guess so the idea would be he either somehow cheated and knew the opening that he would do, right? And so he could just like perfectly be able to predict it,
Yeah.
or he's somehow utilizing an engine within like during the game.
If it's
But there
during the
is like
game, it's bullshit. But anything else, I feel like if you're leaking your strategy somehow, that's on you.
well that's like impossible. But that's the whole
And
thing. People
B,
don't.
like what you
But
should
that's
be
part of the
using an engine
controversy.
beforehand. Like if you can memorize all the moves that you need to make and shit like that, like that's the best way to play. Like why wouldn't everybody be doing that?
Um, I mean, I'm guessing to some degree it's like impossible, right? Because you don't know the
Right,
opening that
right,
someone else is
right.
gonna do, right? So it's somewhat impossible, right? Um, But there are people who do that. That like I'm pretty sure there are people who like they try to like um they memorize certain lines based off the engine, like some obscure lines. Um and then just like go off of that. I think that is like a legitimate strategy, but I don't think that's what people are saying are basically accusing him of. Um but yeah, the question is how is he cheating? And
Yeah.
that's like a big criticism of the accusations.
Isn't
But the
Magnus
fact that they
Carlsen
just
kind of a
immediately
notorious
banned him.
dick?
He's definitely a sore loser, from what I understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know a lot about the situation. I'm not like a huge chess follower, but this was pretty funny because cheating in chess, cheating in sports is rare. Cheating in chess seems extremely difficult and rare.
yeah, yeah. It
So
seems like almost
I'm
like
interested
props
to see
to you
what's
if you
going on.
figured it out.
Yeah, it almost
In
seems
such a
harder
good
to
way that you
cheat.
didn't get caught either. Yeah.
Yeah, and like multiple
It's like
times.
you're
Now,
thinking about more. You got like a lot more multitasking going on there.
and I guess the big thing where the controversy is supposedly he admitted to cheating in the past, like when he was like 14 or something. Which sounds like, oh, he was 14, but that was only like 4 years ago because he's really young.
Right.
So, yeah, it is kind of, but that's like for online stuff. I don't even know how you would ever cheat in person, like literally how it would be
It'd be
possible.
really hard. I mean, it would have to be an earpiece, right? I mean, that or you
But
would
there's
have to
no
have
way
like
it could
some
be an
haptic,
earpiece. Like,
maybe like some haptic thing in your shoe that does like a Morse code or something. You would have to
yeah,
learn.
it would have to be something crazy like that.
Because the way they talk about the moves, I mean, you're literally just like E7. You know, like if
Yeah,
like you'll know what what
yeah,
that
yeah.
means if he just says like E7. Like so, like if you just Morse code that to me in my shoe real quick.
Yeah, but
Listen,
people are going crazy over like people are trying to break down his like post game interviews where he talks about his moves, saying
yeah,
like, "Oh, he's doing like a really bad job of like analyzing after the game why he's doing things." So obviously he doesn't know why he's doing that. Like it's like crazy shit like that, Just like psycho analyzing everything about this
yeah,
like
that one's
18 year
kind of
old.
whack to me because I feel like geniuses in general like struggle to explain anything because it's like how do you explain how intelligent like how you've got all these fucking synapses firing off. How do you explain it to some guy who's got like four synapses?
Us normal fucking plebs,
Yeah, dude,
bro.
come on. I'm not gonna be able to understand it.
I could barely explain the situation, bro.
Yeah, right. I can't even
Uh,
figure out what the mechanism to cheat would be, and this guy's like doing it. Sheesh.
uh,
So where did you land on it? Like, how does it seem like it's skews? Do you think he's cheating?
I just don't
Let's
understand.
get a
I mean, I
take. Let's get a
fundamentally don't
stance
understand
here.
how you would cheat.
So
Okay, first of all,
we're saying he's not cheating. We
I
have to
think,
take a
and
stance on this.
yeah, I'm gonna say he's not cheating, but I will say if there is a way to cheat, I think people will be cheating. I mean, that's just how I view competition. Like, I mean, professional sports, everything. Like, time and time again, if you can cheat, people will cheat.
It's only cheating if you
So,
get caught. That's
I mean,
that's
that's
the
not
way the
really
old
true.
adage goes.
But I don't think it's possible to cheat, so I'm gonna say no. But if there
No.
is a way that I just don't understand, then yeah, he's probably
This is
cheating.
important stuff because people come to the podcast to get an idea of where they should stand on things. So official stance, the worst podcast to ever do it. Official
We're with
stance right
Hans.
here.
I'm with
We're
Hans.
with
I'm not
Hans.
with Magnus.
What's his
Fuck
last name?
Magnus
Gruber.
Carlsen. I don't know. Hans, whatever the fuck your name. You play chess. You probably have some fancy fucking
Hans.
name.
Hans, we got your back, bud.
Yeah.
Shout
If
out
you
to
ever
the
want to, if
No
you ever
Cheating
want to
Club.
come on and give your voice, speak your story.
I don't really
Yeah,
care.
we're
You
here
don't
for
have to
you.
come on, man. It sounds like you don't really know how to explain chess anyway, so
Yeah,
you
that's
can kind
true.
of skip coming on. But
And honestly,
we
you
don't
play
think you're
like the
cheating.
fakest competition of all, like fake talk. We're talking about the king of fake sports, bro. Get the fuck out of here with chess, bro.
It's just a
Anyway,
game. It's a board
yeah,
game.
it's barely a game, bro.
Anyway, yeah, we're that'll be one of the things we can discuss later. Should we jump to a little GeoGuessr? Is it that time
Damn,
of
did you
the?
see that chick check him out, bro, just now? Yo,
No.
go back like 5 seconds on that.
Oh yeah, she gave him a little.
Yeah, she gave him the
Gave him a
looksy,
little
bro.
quick look down. She's like, "Why is that?
She
Why do
said,
you have a
"Hey, what's
giant
up,
camera
London
on your
Walk?
face?"
Why are you focused on me right now?" Yeah, let's hit
How
up the
big do you think
geoguesser.
that guy's camera is? Like, do you think it's like really inconspicuous, or do you think like most people like see him and they're like, "Oh yeah, that dude's got a camera."
Probably just like a little thing on a selfie stick, bro. I
Look
gotta
at
be
this. Look at
honest
my
with you.
scroll wheel scrolling right by the way. How
Wow,
about that,
did you
huh?
fix your fucking name so I don't have to cut anything this time?
Yeah, I think so. We'll find out.
Okay. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out if to cut it.
All right, you settled in? You ready to go?
Dude, I fucking been ready, baby.
Been ready. Let me adjust my cables here because I'm gonna be. I like to move around when I'm doing this. All right, here we go. I'm saying Russia right out of the gate.
Damn, that was quick, bro. You sure it's not
Eastern
Latvia?
Europe at a minimum. Yeah, it's minimum Eastern Europe. Okay, it's Eastern Europe.
Look at these power lines.
Josi Utka. Ger Utka. It's like almost Hungarian sounding.
They still have fucking phone boxes there. What the fuck they call those? I don't even remember what they're called. It's been so long since I've seen one. See, if we knew the power lines, we wouldn't have an issue.
Yeah, but we haven't learned those yet. We got an Aldi.
True.
We have a Lidl. So it's.
They have Aldi's, huh?
Elektromos Tolto. Dude,
Elektromas. I mean, I don't fucking know, bro.
I feel like this is like very kind of Hungarian sounding.
I mean, sure, you're the expert.
Oh, here we go. We gotta have a.
Let's
go.
go.
A website somewhere around here, right? Dude, I don't know actually. With all those
KFC in
dots,
Hungary?
I don't even know. With all the umlauts, is that what they're called?
KFC, bro. Holy shit.
Subotica Trans.
I mean, this has to be in the EU, right?
Hungary, baby.hu.
Yep, there you go.
Let's go to Hungary.
Middle of Hungary, bro.
I mean, it's gonna be Budapest. You already know.
Yeah.
Southern Budapest.
Why not?
Obviously. Look at this. With a minute to go, should we try to lock it down a little bit more? Maybe we can lock it down some more.
I feel like you just put the pin.
We just go for it. Yeah, you're right. We're not gonna get anything better than that. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
100 miles.
Ooh, okay.
I'm getting South America vibes.
Frozen.
Kind of. I don't know.
Oh, we have a million of these little bikes. Oh, we just keep finding this yellow truck.
PECH?
Yeah, maybe. Is that police just outside of this? Hell yeah,
brother. Riding on the back
of a pickup.
It's a lot of traffic. It's bustling. Oh, that's the Peruvian flag if I've ever seen it.
I mean, how high up are we, bro? What is the altitude
Yeah,
here? Are
the
we in
question
the?
is like where in Peru?
I mean, this is pretty. Definitely a pretty big city. You think we're just in Lima?
I don't know. I mean, there's definitely mountains over there in the background.
How out of
Wow.
breath
I
do these
mean,
people look?
I feel like yeah, it's another one where I think you just go with although actually Lima's right on the coast. This doesn't look coastal. Maybe actually.
I mean, isn't it all like in the mountains, no matter where you're at? So it's like,
Trying to see if this takes us down to the water. Doesn't look like it.
how coastal is Lima though? Like, is it literally in the bay?
Yeah, no, it's like right on the
Oh
coast.
yeah, you're right. I mean, maybe just
I
drop it
mean,
like in
this
the
looks like
middle
it
of
could be
Peru.
kind of coastal though.
Yeah, it looks like it possibly could be. I mean, I don't know where else. It's a
Could be
city. So.
Cusco.
Yeah, it could be Cusco, yeah. That's the old capital route.
Let's go right between them. Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Well, alright. Not bad.
Arequipa. Arequipa, Peru. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, better than guessing on the other side of Lima.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
hell yeah.
yeah.
Look at this guy on the bench,
Hanging
bro.
out with the
Yeah,
boy.
what up
Just a
with the
couple of
boy?
boys hanging out on the bench together, having some beers.
Dude, look at that guy's knee. What happened there?
I don't know, but
Jesus
I'm
Christ,
guessing this
bro.
is Southeast Asia.
Giga Surf? It's not South America again? Where are we at?
I don't know.
Exo Rolando.
Joseph Estrada.
Sounding kind of Filipino, huh?
Barangay. Manila.
Yeah,
Filipinas.
it's
Filipinas. Yeah, that's
Filipinos. Yeah.
Philippines. Gotta figure out where now, though.
Manila.
I mean, yeah, I guess so, right?
Yeah,
North
it's
side
gotta
of
be, bro.
Manila. Listen, we're on the speed hour here. Boom. Look at that. Under a mile.
Oh,
Under a
yo.
mile.
God tier, bro. What's up,
We're
Lance?
balling
What
out
you
here. Look at
doing,
this.
bro?
Oh, and you know we're fucking the kings of identifying.
Yeah, honestly, we've been pretty good recently.
Okay. These are
That's
very
looking.
different,
This is
though.
looking more like Indian though. I'm thinking we might be back in Bangladesh.
Really? I was thinking it's like more
Oh, you think it's more
Cambodian or
Cambodian?
Vietnamese kind of.
Interesting. Okay, maybe,
Ooh, maybe.
maybe.
Ooh, maybe Myanmar though.
Let's move around a little bit. Let's see what we got going on. See their websites on here.
Ambalo, Ambal.
Maybe on the side below.
Jesus Christ, Ambalon.
Morris Road. Morris Road. Huh.
Oh, excuse me. God, got heartburn. Burps, dude. That's how you know I'm getting old. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's looking very.
Nippon. Okay, we're more Southeast Asia, I'm
Ambalon.
guessing.
Ambalon Watha.
Are you really thinking we're in Myanmar?
Dude, I kind of am. Look at this.
Okay.
It looks more like
A
that
lot of
than any of
circles.
the other ones. I mean, listen, this is all we have to go on. See, I feel like the India always has like the line going across
The
the top.
lines. Yeah, there's not as many circles. Okay,
I feel
okay.
like here we're rocking with like and they're very rounded too. Oh wait, hang on. Welipatha. Not that that helps at all. It's weird how like kind of like Americanized the names are, and yet like how not.
Yeah, I mean that makes it. I mean
Or
that's
not like
signaling
Americanized,
something.
but anglicized.
The fact that there's a Morris Road makes me think that it has to be a colony that was owned by the English at some point. Um, is the only reason I was saying Bangladesh and stuff because that's where my head was at with that. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Uh,
that looks a lot more like it.
yeah.
That actually
I
looks
mean
even more
the
spot on
people. I
than
mean, not to get too raised, the people looking a little bit
look
more
more
Indian
Indian.
than Yeah.
I don't think that's
Maybe it's
racist.
even No, it's not Sri Lanka. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know, man. I
Dude, it's
just
jungly
really.
enough to be Sri Lanka, though. It's
Yeah, that's
southern India
true.
for sure.
Seven
Yeah, I mean,
windows.
dude, that looks spot on. That looks way better.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it looked like Myanmar to me, but I don't think so.
I mean, we're about to find out. 28 seconds on the clock. I mean, these pictures on the left looking
Yeah,
real Indian
that's
too.
India. Yeah, that's 100% India. I don't know. Bangalore? No.
Nah, go.
We'll just go there.
Just throw it here. Pin it there.
Oh, it was
Oh,
Sri
it is Sri
Lanka.
Lanka. Wow. Okay, I guess it was Sri Lanka. All right.
Yeah, see, they don't show us the Sri Lankan.
Yeah, it didn't look
Damn.
like the
Okay,
raid, but you know what it is. What it is.
that's. Yo, we're actually in the Middle East for once. That or we're back in Northern Africa.
My guess is Northern Africa. Now let's see. You know, we never get Israel. What's up with that, huh?
Until now.
Well, this ain't Israel. Takeaway, food truck, Burkle.
I'm not anywhere closer, man. Boy, we got like a heavy Asian one on this one.
I mean, maybe this is whatchamacallit. Is this Thailand, maybe? They have a lot of a Muslim population, and in Malaysia they have a
Yeah,
big
look at
Muslim
that.
population.
Thai.
Yeah, Thai Oasis. Yeah.
We have gotten like baited by that before, where we like saw some language that
Yeah,
seemed like
that's
it was
true.
spot on, and then it wasn't.
I'm feeling Thailand though.
I
I gotta
kind
be
of am
honest.
too. I kind of like where you're
That's the
going with
vibe I
that.
got.
I like Thailand.
I
Okay.
mean, if I
let's see
was
if
smarter,
Thailand
I
does
would know
raids like
exactly.
this with this label. Oh
Kusapakam.
yeah, so no, that doesn't look like their type of label.
Hmm. Like Pakistan, maybe?
Not really either, dude. It's not like any of these. Shit, man, I don't know.
Maybe Google Maps just
I
isn't
mean,
that accurate with the
this is
left.
like heavy Southeast Asia. We got like a little bit of everything
Yeah.
here.
But I feel like we should know. There's something on the sign that should just be screaming.
Yeah, I know. It's just
But I just
we're
don't
under
know it.
pressure, and I don't
Yeah.
see anything. I really don't know here. I'm at a loss.
Yeah, I mean, my vote is like Thailand or like, yeah.
Bindawood.
There's so much English that I'm almost thinking Singapore now, but I just don't know.
Ipo Sabak Bernan.
I don't feel like there's a lot of Muslim population in Singapore. Honestly, it might be Malaysia.
All right, which one are we going with?
I
We
don't
got
know.
30 seconds.
I don't know. I'll let you choose, bro. It's
They took
Thailand
the
or
bus
Malaysia.
stop
I don't
down.
know. Honestly, do Thailand, bro. We saw Thai Oasis. I feel like that's the best indicator we're gonna get with our uneducated asses. So, dude, throw it on Bangkok, bro. Fuck it.
It was
It was
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
All right, you know what
Yeah.
though? That was a good type of situation for us. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be worth more than 2,300 points.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Another good showing from us. 19,000
Maybe we
points.
should have gone with the gut.
It.
The gut was Malaysia, but I was just the Thai Oasis. It was like
I think this has been our most consistent one, actually. I'm happy with this result. I don't think it's the most points we've gotten, but like in terms of like the general area, we really nailed it on all of these. This is solid.
This is good, yeah.
This is a good
and if we
showing.
hit the Malaysia one, we're breaking 2K. Easy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And that we were really close to. Dude, honestly, both
damn,
Sri Lanka and Malaysia.
Down this, they have all the roads here. Like
yeah, the Perak. Yeah, that's true too.
Fuck.
And you know what the big thing was? Like, we both talked about the right answer on the two ones we got in the wrong countries. Which
that's true, actually.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You talked about Sri Lanka. You talked about.
So I feel like it's pretty good. You know what I mean? We were at least like in the. We had some freebies though. I mean, the Manila one was a complete freebie.
Yeah, Manila was a lot. That was fortunate.
The Hungarian one you nailed just off. You know.
Yeah, the Hungary one, I think I was pretty confident even, but we did get the website, and that did help confirm it.
Like, but you knew beforehand.
I guessed it before that. Yeah, and
then the Peru, we got the Peru flag too.
Yeah, the Peru flag hooked us up.
So we did have some freebies relatively.
Hey, that's the way you got to get it though. Is like you got to find something that gives you the information that you need. We did what we had to do. All right, That's
All right, that
another
was
good
fun.
episode in the books.
All right, just yep. And there
Catch
we
you
go.
back
This
here
time we'll have
for
a real ending.
yeah, five. Yeah,
Lead us out, Stas.
episode 5 coming up at some point. Goodbye.